Yes, people, we are live. Never a foul. You know what it is. Transfer deadline day. A lot is happening across Europe, across the world, and we're going to talk about the main moves that have happened today because I'm telling you now, there's one team that are scrambling like egg right now, and that is Chelsea Football Club. And we're going to have to speak on it. Obviously, there's the big moves of Arthur going Liverpool, Williams coming back to the Premier League, going Fulham as well. There's Sergino Dest has gone to AC Milan. Barcelona getting Hector Bellerin. There's so much going on right now, and even Dubravka and Antony have been confirmed at Manchester United. So, guys, most importantly, please make sure you hit the like button. Most importantly as well, subscribe if you're new, and subscribe to Statman Bains as well, because we've got a great guest. We're going to be talking it all before the Manchester United game tonight. So make sure you get your likes in, get your comments in as well. Let us know what you're thinking. And yeah, man, deadline day's here. Something might even happen while we're on the show. Who knows? Transfer deadline day. Bainsy, what you saying, man? How you doing?
No lie, man. I should have worn a bit of yellow, you know.
Bit of yellow. I know. Big up Soups. Done a little background, deadline day background, which I like. Yeah, man. How you doing? You okay?
I'm good. I'm not mad today. Chelsea, interesting business.
Very
We'll
interesting.
talk about it.
We'll
talk about it.
Chelsea. We're 100% starting with Chelsea because when Daps comes back, people, Daps is here as well. Don't worry, he is here. And we're going to be talking a lot. Obviously, Manuel Akanji as well, going to City, confirmed today. Just make sure you're liking the video, guys, like I said. And always subscribe to Statman Bains as well. The link is at the top of the description. If you look there, our Manchester United channel, Trafford Tunnel, and Statman Bains down below. Big up everyone in the comments as well. You know what time it is. Love that, man. You're always supporting, man. 20 of you in here already waiting. Yes. Big up, guys. Big up Sidorf. Zakaria done to Chelsea. We're seeing that now. Big up everyone. Love that, Manj. I'm not going to lie. I'm not confident tonight, bro. Yeah, same team as well, Manj, for tonight's game against Leicester. I think that's what I've heard anyway. Big up Ty. Big up Ilyas every single time. Memphis. That's the one. That's going to be the last minute one, I believe, Shiraz. You don't know what's going to happen with that. Chelsea going for Zakaria. Top four is mashed. Tuchel should be challenging for the title with the amount of money Chelsea have spent. Casemiro is not starting. You're correct. We got our temp upgrade on Milner and Hendo. Better than nothing, I guess. Pac-Man said he was a baller. I don't know about that, but he would do till their next window. Top four is in jeopardy in regards to Chelsea. What we'll do, we'll wait for Daps to come in. We're going to touch on Arthur first. I think we'll start with that, Bains, because that one came out of the blue. Big up, people. Like I said, keep watching. Arthur to Liverpool on loan from Juventus. What a weird career, because he was obviously at Barcelona, starting some games, not starting, but you can see there was something in him. I actually think he's still quite a good footballer, if I'm honest. I don't think because you go to a team like Juve, it defines your career because it hasn't worked out. Now, if we were speaking last night, Bains, and you said to me, yeah, Liverpool are going to get a midfielder, and you threw the name Arthur at me, that would have caught me off guard. I did not expect it at all. It come out very randomly. And of course, you know, it's a player that Liverpool need, whether it's Arthur or another midfielder, they need a midfielder. Now, do you think they're getting a good player in Arthur, or do you think people are quick to shoot the gun at him and say, do you know what? Oh, he flopped at you. Not an easy thing. He flopped at Juve. He's going to flop at Liverpool. And Liverpool fans, if any of you are in the comments right now, let me know what you think about this Arthur signing as well.
I like Arthur. I know a lot of people don't like him. I've always said I'm actually a massive fan of him. And I think in the Liverpool team, it is interesting kind of thing. And obviously, they could have done better than Arthur in my eyes. But listen, one day left. They needed a midfielder. Klopp decided late they needed a midfielder. You're going to be desperate. It's a panic signing, but come on, man. I still think he's a decent player. In that left centre mid role, I've said this, like, if they can keep one of him, Kate or Thiago fit, you're fine kind of thing, innit? And it's just another option for them. Like, on the ball, tidy. Of course, like, you can question maybe the athleticism, his injury record and stuff. But on the last day of the window, what can you really do?
Yeah,
and getting him on loan, you're not even buying him, you can't complain.
Do you know what? It's an interesting one, because if he'd worked out at Juventus and he was looking to move, I'm not going to lie, he's probably that type of player that you could imagine costing 40, 50 million if teams wanted to make a move for him. But just because it hasn't worked at Juve, I feel like Liverpool have done well here because they've got a player on loan, low risk. You know they need a midfielder, because let's be honest, Henderson and Milner, even playing today in yesterday's game, are not really cutting it. You've got Carvalho and Elliott. It's hard to put pressure on these big players. young players actually in a big team. So I think it's quite a clever move. A club like Patman here says, a club that needs goals and creativity from the midfield, signing a centre mid with 1 goal and 1 assist in the last 2 years. Absolute stinker. But I don't think...
I disagree.
I disagree. Yeah, it's not about buying a creative midfielder. Like, it's about having a solid midfielder. You've got Carvalho and Elliott. What would you say to that, Bains?
He's a midfielder that keeps it ticking. Like, that's literally Arthur for you. Like, Arthur's, in terms of like passes complete per 90, ball progression numbers are very, very good. Like, that's what I said. You can question him off the ball in terms of maybe the athleticism, all of that stuff. But on the ball, he's quality in my eyes. He still improves Liverpool when they have, for example, a Thiago or a Naby Keita around. You're still going to need a player that
you can't rely on them staying fit. That's the thing, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I said if you have one of them 3 fit, you should be fine for a game. And let's be honest, all 3 of those players are probably injury prone. But if you can keep 1 fit, like, it's still a very nice option to have.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to bring in Daps. Going to bring in Kas as well. Just going to get through a few of the comments. Big up everyone. He only had 1 good spell in Barcelona about 2 to 3 months. We've signed an injury-prone midfielder. Underwhelming Liverpool fans. We need him and 1 more, but due to the stubbornness, they waited too long. I don't know anything about him, to be honest, but I've heard he's good on the ball and can pass, so I guess it's an upgrade on the pensioners. Daps and Kas are here, people, so make sure you keep liking the video. Like I said, subscribing. 40 of you already in here within 5 minutes, so I love that. Daps, what are you saying, man? We thought, you know what? While you weren't here, we started on Liverpool, because then we can go into Chelsea. We've got to go into Chelsea later on with us 4 all here, man. But yeah, we said on this Arthur deal.
You know what? On this signing, yeah, I think if they would have made this signing a lot earlier in the transfer window, there wouldn't have been a rumble, right? But ultimately, it's because it's a panic. Like, no, it doesn't matter what anyone says. It's a panic signing. Like, and do you know what, Feb? I believe Henderson got injured yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Apparently. That's what someone said to me last night at the hotel, but I don't know if that's true or not. But it's definitely a panic sign. I think that's why some of Liverpool's fan base are probably kicking up a stink. I don't know much about him, so I can't really talk too much on him. The thing is, it wouldn't surprise me that it ends up being a good signing. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them ones where there's no pressure on him.
And you know what, when you think about it, look who he's coming in for. It's not hard to be an upgrade on Henderson and Milner, is it?
Nah. This is a thing. Like, it's so clear. I don't watch Liverpool too tough, but when I have watched them this season, little glimpses of them, it's so clear. Like, for me, I've been saying, start Carvalho. Like, just start him, because you've got Henderson running the channels. Allow it. You've got Henderson running channels, just allow it. Play younger. Like, what you got to lose. And that last 2 games he's scored. So
yeah.
But I
think you're right, by the way, on the Hendo thing. I think he is injured, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. He got injured. If you think about it, that's why they had to, even if they weren't 100%. Look, well, Klopp came out and said they were anyway, but even if they weren't, once Henderson's injured, that's it. That's too many midfielders. You've got to go and get something. But what is it? Is it a signing or is it a loan?
No, it's a loan. So it's just a loan deal till next summer. But I think it's quite good for them because it's low risk, isn't it? Like, if it doesn't work out, then it's like, cool, we'll send you back. You know, and they've got they need bodies.
I got asked on a show last. It might have been Coppish. I don't know if it was Coppish or one show I've been on the last 5 days, if Liverpool would sign someone. And I said, I think you will sign a midfielder, but it will be a stopgap. 100%. It's going to be a stopgap. It's not going to be like, and I'm not saying they're going to be shit. I'm not saying this is not long term though. This isn't your solution. And it's just more and more obvious. Like, they're going for Jude Bellingham. It's very clear.
Yeah, it is proper clear, isn't it?
That doesn't mean they're going to get him, but their sights are set on Jude Bellingham. And I guess, like, unlike maybe your club or my club, to be fair, where we think, we might be going for Jude Bellingham next summer, but we still need someone this year, so we're going to get someone this year. Liverpool, the way they run their finances, they will be like, nope, we got to leave everything in the coffers. There's no more Coutinho money to spend. It's been spent, so they've got to spend new money now.
Facts. It is interesting.
Yeah,
Big up this one, always here as well.
Who did you say was the desperate team?
Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Liverpool, especially because of Henderson's injury, they're in need. But yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah. That's why I say Chelsea
desperate.
for after Kas, and we've got to dive into Chelsea. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Daps, by the way. Literally 5 minutes ago when you went off to get a drink or whatever, they've actually got Zakaria now within the last 5 minutes.
For real?
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like every time I look, it's a new target.
So it's another Saul. It's another Saul, man. Panic.
What's the situation? Big up to you, was that what you think, Kas?
Sorry, have you man seen what's happened in Holland though?
Nah.
Oh, we're getting rejected for Alvarez.
No. So I don't know if this. I heard it on Talk Sports. So I think it's true that basically, transfer window usually shuts on the 31st, isn't it? Right. So they shut their window on the 31st. Like the head of their FA.
Yeah, look, they can't buy a place since last night.
Yeah. So everyone's not realising that because of our league, we allowed it to go on one extra day. So now the Premier League is raiding Holland for players, and like they're like,
and you can't replace them. I clocked that actually. Yeah, it is mad actually. I thought when I saw that Daps actually, I'm like you. When I saw that, I thought, is that right? And then I clocked it. They can sell, but they can't buy. Yeah, it's mad. Big up Suits inside, but I love the background you've done for deadline day, by the way, Suits. I love that every time, man. I like how you switched that up, man. Cass, what are you saying on this thing? I heard you just drop in there. You think it's another Saul Niguez move from
I don't know why they wanted that. I can understand why they want Zakaria. It might be a bit as Zakaria. It might be a bit.
Sorry, are you talking about Zakaria? Oh, we're talking about Arthur. Sorry.
Oh, Arthur, bro. I don't know why people are hating on his signing. You know, like he's a decent player, bro. Like he's. I think I heard Bains say it's like. On the ball, bro, man's quick, you know. Like, since when do Liverpool fans or even board or anything care about their midfielders scoring? They got 3 goal scorers up front to do all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not he can provide energy. He's a decent signing, but is there a bit of a panic? Obviously, it's a panic buy, bro, because they need a centre mid. They've been pressured.
But sometimes panic buys can still work, innit?
Yeah, of course they can. Panic buys don't mean that they're a rubbish buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not too sure. Is it how much was it, by the way, Arthur? Was it
a loan? No, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's all right, man. That's all right. But is it a bit crumbly dumbly for Liverpool? Of course it is. But
do you know what? Let me throw a question out there to all you, man. Yeah. If Liverpool got Arthur on a loan deal, they want Bellingham, like Daps said, next year. When you look at the midfielders available, who else could they really got on a loan deal that's better than Arthur? I actually was trying to think.
I do. Douglas Luiz, who they got rejected for Arsenal, by the way. There you go.
Yeah, could have sat 30 million down on him. To be
fair, yesterday they tried to get Zakaria, got rejected as well.
True. But like Daps said, Villa don't want to let him go. They don't want to let him go.
I hope he don't go, man.
You know what? They can't go. Villa right now, they can't be letting players of that quality go. They can't. Like with where they are right now, they can't be letting him go. The fan base will switch mad quick, especially to Liverpool, to be fair. Imagine if Gerrard let him go to Liverpool, and Villa were in the decline like this. Their fan base would switch on Gerrard mad quickly.
Yeah, it's true. I'm elephant in the room. This one, they could have gone all in for De Jong. If Liverpool really wanted to spend the bag, they could have just said, you know what? We won't wait for Bellingham. But Liverpool don't do that. And this is why I can feel, I think, was it me and you, Daps? Me and you and Grizz were having a proper debate about that centre midfield situation. And Grizz was like, I'm cool with like Klopp. I trust in Klopp. But then you see the results and see the way they're playing. All of a sudden, he's like, I know we need a midfielder. And it's not because we don't think Liverpool's midfield is good or shit. They just need proper midfielders that are available. They've got no one out there.
You know what Liverpool are doing, though?
For me, I'll be 100. I've been saying this a bit for a while about Arsenal right now and Arsenal's form, And I said, I'm like, Arsenal fans should celebrate. But for me, they're one or two. I'm not going to say players based on quality, but players based on leadership and experience. When the season gets deeper, they're going to be in trouble. And the same could be said for Liverpool. That they've got good youngers, but are these the guys that they want to rely on if they're in a title race? Do they want to rely on them? For,
100%.
It's not the experience you need. Sometimes you need that experience. So going and getting Arthur that has played at a top level, that is experience.
It is. It is exactly that. Big up everyone that's in the comments, but they're flying in right now. Make sure, most importantly, guys, you are smashing that like button. If that like button ain't lit, I'm not a happy man. So come on, hit that like button. Subscribe to Statman Bains down below. Subscribe to Chafford Tunnel as well. They're both in the description. We're just talking about Arthur, but don't worry, we're going to go on to Chelsea. Big up everyone in the comments. Liverpool also win for the...
Cass, can you keep an eye on everything else going on as well, if anything happens?
Yeah, I got my Twitter up here, but Liverpool fans, what they're going to do, Grizz, all you, man, bro. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna fish out and say, "Yo, we've been looking for Arthur since February. Look, I'll find a link down into the like. Look, we found a link. We've always wanted him. No, bro. You wanted Douglas Luiz before him. You wanted Zakaria before him as well, fam. It's already been thrown up there. Allow it. I don't want to hear that shit. You man stink. Your fan base stinks. I hate you lot, fam. Except for the Coppish lot. And
that was Ilias, one of them. That was Cass.
Anyways, long story short, I've got to talk about the elephant in the room, bro. Have you seen the lineup, fam?
I have, but I didn't want to unchanged.
How
I
have
saw
you got the same starting lineup?
Elanga, me and
Can't lie.
McTominay.
Have you seen the Leicester lineup?
We're in the mud, bro.
What did you say, Bains?
The Leicester one.
No, oh no, what is it
so
good?
bad. It's so bad.
Bro,
I think
no,
they got
we
Evans
better
and
win.
Ndidi starting at the back.
We better win. Let's have a look.
Evans and
Samari.
Ndidi starting
Oh
at
my
the
God,
back.
Ndidi starting at the back, yeah. Nah, that team's not that bad. Bro, look at that front five.
Come on, man. Look at that back line, man.
Bro, watch this back. Our attack ain't doing jack
Listen,
shit.
man, they're bottom of the league for a reason.
They're playing Danny Ward. They're playing Danny Ward in goal. I'm not trying to hear that. You know that they got no centre backs.
All right, Cass.
Got Samari playing.
Cass, do you generally think we're winning tonight?
Hey, after seeing that lineup, bro, if Ndidi's playing at the back and they got Danny Ward in goal, yeah, they're playing Samari, and who else they got there? I just see Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas. Bro, I think, hey, you know what's happened? It looks like Brendan Rodgers is about to get sacked regardless of the result. You know, it looks like he's just finding players that he likes.
That's his first start of the season as well in the league.
Wow, you're not talking it up. You know, I'm gonna do a Daps tonight. I don't think we're getting it. We're not getting it.
No, I'm not confident, but come on, man. This Leicester team's crap.
What do you mean?
You got
on,
no.
Man? You're telling me that
Madison.
You're telling me that Maddison, Telemans, Barnes, and Vardy can't do nothing.
Yeah,
no,
well,
actually, against McTominay. McTominay, you can.
Bro, exactly. Let's go.
So you got no faith in Jadon Sancho now? All of a sudden,
huh?
You got no faith in your boy Sancho?
Boy, Sancho needs to step up, but I'm telling you now, I just don't see where we're getting creativity and scoring goals.
We still got a good backline though.
Everton's got to have a good game. I'm just telling you, I know it's not Man United stream. There's pressure on these man tonight. They've got to back it up. I'm going to be negative. We're getting a draw. We're drawing.
This looks like Ten Hag managing fitness slightly as well. We don't really want to be starting a couple man straight away. I can see it slightly. Like Casemiro, okay, plays 90 minutes. Ain't really played 90 minutes in ages. Bring him on then. All right, cool. Get him in. I don't know.
Do you think Cass might backfire him? Change same team, same three games in a row.
I feel like we're just wasting 45 minutes for nothing.
Why Ronaldo's not going over Langer's, man?
Where was it? Oh no, it's at Leicester actually.
It's at Leicester. Indeed, thank you. You're seeing it.
And Didi is at the back, bro. The last person I want to be against him is someone like, I can't lie, I hate to say it because I don't really want him around, but we ain't got no other striker. Ronaldo, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, it's mad. Yeah. It's a big game tonight, guys. By the way, it's on BT. If you don't know, 8 o'clock. So that's why we're doing the stream now. So make sure you're liking the video. Ten Hag looks dejected. I love that one. Big up. Indeed, he playing centre back. Evening all, big up Coffee as well. Love that. Make sure you're supporting all the man them inside. Daps, Cass, Bains, all of us here. Is Tielemans playing? He is.
Yeah, but I don't care about Tielemans. I don't care about Tielemans, bro. Because after 60 minutes, that man's energy is depleted, bro.
Yeah, Tielemans, he looks like he's staying then. He ain't go. Where's he going to do a medical after the game?
Tonight, man. Was he finishing at 10 and catching a
Tielemans finishes at 10, goes to the toilet and does a medical.
Bless him out.
That Man United lineup should be hurting that Leicester lineup, regardless.
I hope you're right.
Because who's their defensive? Samara, I get it, but their fullbacks, we should be hurting that, man.
Yeah, James Justin and Luke Thomas have it on listening to Rodgers, man. Leicester 3-1, man, them. Boy, like I said, people like and subscribe. 1:15 already. We got to go into the club, man. I don't mind how we start it. Bains, I'm going to come to you first. This team, and I don't even normally like talking like this. This team are screaming desperation. I'm so sorry. You have got a shit Mohamed Sissoko from Juventus. What is Zakaria doing going to Chelsea? They're literally, I'm telling you now, they've literally looked in the sweet jar. All the best lollies have gone, and they're just like, yeah, I've got to have this. Literally, it is a shocking signing for me. Thomas Tuchel is under big pressure. They've spent big money. They've now got Aubameyang. I'm not hearing no excuses for Chelsea anymore, people.
3 to 5 weeks till he can start.
Bro, Daps, they're still living off that one game they packed you in. That's it.
3 to 5 weeks till Aubameyang can even start, yeah? They need a striker now.
I
thought Aubameyang was pretty much done.
No, he's injured, isn't he?
He's injured.
He's got a broken cheek or
he got punched up when he got robbed.
Did he actually get robbed?
Yeah, you got punched up when you got robbed.
Yeah.
Over
broken jaw. Cat's broken jaw.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Can't play for 3 to 5 weeks.
I didn't even know that.
Broken jaw. Satman, run it to me. Come on, man, because I know you like to do the analytical side and talk, but Chelsea, if you're a Chelsea fan, I've got Claudio, diehard Chelsea. He's like, write this season off. He never talks like that. Ever.
2 seasons on the bounce, they're writing off then, isn't it?
Writing it off. What do you think of this window? The Aubameyang one and the Zakaria. Let's talk on both.
Laughable. Zakaria. Like, you needed a midfield and you waited until the last day. You got rejected by Alvarez today because Ajax weren't going to sell, and then you go and get Zakaria.
And you got rejected by Sangari.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. That's literally the definition of desperation, even in the forward areas. I said it. Zaha's available. Zaha has a year left in his contract. Zaha's better than Aubameyang.
Ooh.
I don't care what any. I am
Yeah,
taking Zaha over Aubameyang every single day right now.
I have to agree, you know.
And Zaha only has 1 year left on his contract, so he's not going to cost a lot.
For the Premier League right now, I think Daps, would you take Zaha over Aubameyang?
Different player.
Okay, for what Chelsea need then? Would you go over
What
Aubameyang?
Chelsea needs. I'm right. So the thing is, you're like, I've been saying it all summer. Sterling, great signing, but Sterling is not a 300 bag a week player till you get a number 9 there. Yeah, like we'll see at City this season. Watch Gundogan score goals from the space left from Haaland, right? And if Sterling was there, he'd be eating up all that space that Haaland would lead him. But he needs a number 9, yeah, for him to get that space. For that reason, I would probably take Aubameyang.
Okay.
But I will be honest, Aubameyang is a risk because you don't know which Aubameyang you're going to get. The one thing I would say is this is probably based on the fact we've seen what Tuchel said about Aubameyang. Them two seem to have some special, deep little love affair going on where, like, there is that. He probably thinks he can get the best out of Aubameyang. And Aubameyang hasn't been that bad at Barca. Let's be real. All right, the end of his Arsenal career wasn't all that. He hasn't been bad at Barca. So, I don't think Zaha's a bad signing. Again, are they in for both? Or
well, Zaha's going to stay now.
They were linked to
Zaha. Looking at
before,
both 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Sorry, yeah.
Wait, someone said, but why would Palace sell this late on the replacement? Listen, Zaha, they've been linked to Aubameyang for 2 to 3 weeks. They could have easily been linked to Zaha for that long time.
Yeah.
They could have easily got Zaha in. Like, I'll be honest. Like, it'll be interesting if they can get Memphis to buy over the line. I think that'd be a good signing. But Aubameyang, I'll be honest, I'm not really hearing it personally.
Okay.
I think it's just a big risk with him. That's the only thing. It is a risk. And his wages aren't going to be cheap, man. His wages are going to be fucking expensive.
This club is so weird, man. Forest.
What? Oh, wow. Wow.
I can't lie, man.
I don't know what is happening down there at the moment, man.
I can't lie.
Is there any FFP rules?
If there is, they're in trouble.
Well, that's what signing, 20 or 21?
20.
That'd be 20, yeah.
Listen, I'll just keep saying it, yeah. I hope to God, whoever it is. So after the game yesterday, I was walking back to the city centre with some Forest fans, yeah. And I was saying to him, like, have you, man, I hope you lot have got like relegation clauses in all these contracts, or your club could seriously be fucked. Like, seriously be fucked. If you get relegated, yeah, and they're like, nah, it's fine because they're players that will just go. But it's like, it's very naive. You can't just base the fact that, if they're not in the Premier League, they're going to leave. Yeah, if you sign them on a big money contract, right, a Premier League contract, and then you get relegated, it's easy to say, they'll just leave. But if they're sitting on, let's say 80 bags a week, and teams are coming in for them and offering them 30 bags a week, they ain't going to go. They're going to go, I'm cool, I'll sit here on the bench and earn 80 bags a week. There could be relegation clause, but this is their 19th, 20th, 21st signing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And I'll be honest,
someone just said FFP. Big up to him. He just said FFPs every 3 years, so that will be interesting because if they go down, they're gonna have to then try and get rid of them. And the players they can't get rid of, they must have put clause in their contract that your wages have to drop. Like,
and a lot of them are probably short-term deals anyway. Like, look at Jesse, for example.
Jesse Lingard, 1 year deal.
They must have. Someone must have done it right. Otherwise, they could be. But you're not going to get that team gelling until about March.
Yeah, and by then, they're done. They're done. I'm going to stay on topic, guys, just quickly, because obviously, guys, there's 70 of you watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Please make sure you keep subscribing as well. Come on, transfer deadline content. Even Daps is doing it from his other room, man. So, the other room for now. So, come on, guys, make sure you're subscribing. Bains, I want to quickly just ask him that Zakaria thing before we get Cass's view on it as well. Do you see him coming in and actually starting? Because Soups even asked a good question in there. Like, are they going to miss Billy Gilmore? Could they just kept him around? But do you think Zakaria comes in and actually starts for Chelsea?
I don't know, man. Chelsea's midfield, that's where half of them injured.
I think it's just Jorginho that's fit and Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to have a chance kind of thing, and especially knowing, well, let's be honest, Kante picks up a lot of injuries. Same thing with Kovacic. I think if everyone's fit, you don't start. But knowing Chelsea's midfield right now, I think you'll get his fair share games. And Zakaria, like, in terms of like the physicality side of football kind of thing, he adds to it. And that's what a lot of Chelsea fans are complaining about with or was it Jorginho the other day? So that, in terms of that aspect, he was kind of thinking it, but I don't think he's anything special on the ball, for example, ever.
Nah, I don't. This is the thing. I think he can gallop up and down, and I get it. He's a bit of energy, but I just feel like Chelsea are missing that proper quality in there. They've got West Ham, and then luckily for them, I think they've got maybe Liverpool or someone after that, but then after the run is quite nice. And I get it, it might go into their favour, but these players have got to step in. Cass, be honest here.
Have Champions League as well next week.
Champions League next week as well. Do you know what the funniest thing is, Daps, as well? And this is what I'm going to ask you, Cass. 6 months ago, we were the ones linked to Zakaria on a free transfer. And some Man United fans are saying, get him in. We want him. And then people were like, watch him at Juve after 2 games. No, we dodged a bullet. Have Chelsea just walked into a bullet?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He might just not suit the Serie A. It might suit somewhere like the Premier. This is what Zakaria allows. I don't think it suits Champions League football. I think Jorginho is a type that suits Champions League football. What Zakaria allows Chelsea and Tuchel to do is go into a back four. There's another solidarity to the back against Fofana, Koulibaly, then you got Zakaria. And then next to that, Kovacic is back, I believe some people in the comments are saying.
Yeah,
so Kovacic next to that. So you got to destroy, you got a ball player. Now you can afford to have a Havertz in attacking mid finally when you get an Aubameyang or a Mount in the midfield while you have an Aubameyang up front. You know what I mean? And then they're going to have to probably play Sterling and Pulisic and Ziyech and whoever else they got. I think he just adds another dynamic to the Chelsea squad. I think it's definitely a panic buy or panic loan, but it gives them another dimension, which they probably do need. Tuchel wants to make sure the back four or back five or whatever the defense is shored up basically, and ensure that they won't leak. And all he needs to do is destroy and give the ball to someone like Kovacic and go. That's all his role needs to be.
True. What do you think his best position will be then? So if he comes to Chelsea, you think you just play him in a pivot next to Jorginho?
Who's Zakaria?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. No. That's too slow. That's not mobile enough. I'm playing in the back. If you're playing back four, Zakaria can play in DM next to someone like Kovacic.
Oh, okay. So so you wouldn't pair him and Jorginho together then?
No chance.
Okay. Interesting.
It's not mobile enough. It's not mobile enough. But is he a starter? No. Of course.
Okay. On the bench is what Timo says. Someone says, what bullet? It's a loan. I get it, but Chelsea need to be winning games. I get it.
Zakaria's a loan.
This is a thing, Ty. Yeah, I was thinking with like even Aubameyang. Yeah, when I've been saying all summer about needing a striker, and Broja's not being started, right? They might as well start him, to be fair. But it's for me, like they need to put, like you said, like 3 to 5 weeks. Yeah, that could be what 12, 15 points.
Yep.
Do they like? I get it. I get it that you can't always pull out of a signing, just because someone's injured for 3 to 5 weeks. You can't pull out. That would be silly. But at the same time, when it seems like a bit of a reactionary signing, maybe you should. Because if it's a reactionary signing, this isn't a long-term aim, and you can't be thinking, "Oh no, it's cool because we're signing him for the long term." Is he 33 or something? He's not a long-term signing. But all of it, I just think. Everyone said that Tuchel was going to be backed, and I've heard Chelsea fans say all these signings, Tuchel was giving the seal of approval. I want them, but I'm looking at it thinking, really, because this don't seem like no football brain is. It seems very reactionary.
Yeah, like the new owners come in, and it's like I'm not going to lie, they've got Koulibaly, then they've got
one. Like the Cucurella one was a bit like, I get it, I get you need a backup and whatever, but it still was a bit like. And like the way they kept being linked with players that other clubs were going after and stuff, it all just seemed a bit, is this Tuchel? Or really, is this just like the owner just out there? It's got an agent that's just.
I don't know. Good question. What do you think, Bains Kas? Like, is these Tuchel signings? Is Tuchel like? I personally don't.
Aubameyang is definitely a Tuchel signing.
Aubameyang will be.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, and that's been linked for a while. But the Fofana one.
It's not Chelsea's fault. It's not Chelsea's fault though.
What do you mean? Like whose fault is it? Okay, whose fault is it? That's the question for you then.
Well, they've had no director of football. They've just got new owners.
Yeah, that's fair.
And everything that comes around it.
Move your mic closer if you can. Big up.
Better?
Yeah, much better.
Is that better? Yeah, so it's not really their fault at the end of the day. They just had to work with what they have going on in the background. That's the only thing, but can it backfire? Probably.
I do hear you on that. We do have to remember that if you deep it, they hadn't been bought when the season ended, had they? Yeah. And then you know that there will have been reasons to why they couldn't start doing transfers straight away. They probably had to get the right hierarchy in place and whatever else. And I hear you that it's not their fault, but if we start talking about it's not their fault, then we could say that about Man United. You could start saying it's not this person's fault or that person's fault, because your club is your club and your club was where they were. I just think what you said about Claudio saying about writing the season off, you know what? I did Chelsea that last season. I did. When people were coming for Tuchel, I was like, honestly, with what they went through last season, that's unprecedented. And I do like Tuchel as a manager, and I will write off last season. Yeah. But we can't be writing off this season. They can't have 2 years on the bounce of it just being writing off for certain
and spend
reasons.
all this money. This is what I feel like Chelsea. It's weird. I feel like, I don't know, if it was any other club, if it was Man City, if it was United, even Arsenal, I just feel like there's more pressure on these. Like, let's put signings aside, Daps. I'm going to put it out there. What style of football does Chelsea play? It's shit.
Well, it always has. You know what? The one thing you might possibly be able to say is maybe they are trying to play a new style of football, because their style of football has always been like, well, until the last couple of years, their style of football has always been very effective. I'm not going to call it shit because it's been effective. It's won them trophies, but it's always been, no matter what manager it is, it's always been a bit boring. And any Chelsea fan that wants to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine. You go and ask any other rival fan, it's pretty boring. But maybe that's one thing that they might be trying to change at the moment. I just think if you look at it with Chelsea, the same way when I say about Brendan Rodgers getting the sack, because where Leicester have been and where they'll want to be, right? We have to think about this. When people say over the last 20, 25 years, the most successful, I think probably the last 20 years, you'd say the most successful team in British football has been Chelsea. Do you know what? That's coming to an end, you know? If you start thinking about it, when did Chelsea last win a league?
2017, was it Conte?
Right. And then Cups, FA Cup.
They lost to Liverpool. They lost to Liverpool again.
Under Jose, second season.
Right. So then you go, okay, they've won a Champions League against City 2 years ago. Right. And I'm not saying, by the way, they've won a Champions League. I know instantly Chelsea fans will go, well, you haven't fucking won one.
Yeah. Boring. I know.
Actually, they won the trophy from the Sorry, innit? Sorry, Europa League.
Did they? What?
Oh, they beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
They beat Arsenal in the final. Azerbaijan or something. Yeah.
So, but if you think about it, for me, it does seem a bit like there's two reasons why they could be getting a little bit desperate. One, because they're not being as dominant as they used to be. And they're slowly they're close this season. If you think about it, they're close to no longer being seen as the mixer challenging anymore at all. They're not really, are they?
Yeah, top four. You talk of Chelsea, you talk top four. Yeah.
Which wasn't that. But then also, away from the football club on Tuchel, every year that Tuchel doesn't win a domestic trophy, he's under more pressure because, he came in and won the Champions League. But everyone says, even abroad, you're not a league guy. So it's like...
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, last year they did get quite a lot unlucky. 2 finals. Both
last year, 100% agree with you, bro. 100%. I do agree with you on that. Last year there were. But I just feel like it could be Tuchel and the club are both kind of... They've got you know what? When people say that Pep's got the Champions League hanging over him, that he's just so obsessed with winning that. And it's like with Chelsea, is Tuchel obsessed with winning a league and proving people he can win a league? And is Chelsea kind of thinking, do you know what? We need to get back to how we were, where we were. They used to be, they'd win a league, they'd drop off for a season or two, but then they'd bounce back and win it again. But this time they're not bouncing back. They haven't bounced back.
Yeah, this is.
But I don't think you can now these days, innit? Because you're up against two very, very, especially City, an unbelievable side and such a well-run club. We've already not you said it with Chelsea before. Remember Chelsea?
Pains, isn't it?
Chelsea won the league. Chelsea win the league every single time, and that's the next summer that they win the league, they never invest. Yeah, it happened every single time, kind of thing, innit? Which is why it's an interesting situation with Chelsea, innit? I'll be honest, I'm with Cass. I think the owners thing, you could probably say that's the excuse this year or this summer window. But listen, January you're gonna have another 3-4 months to plan them. Yeah. After this moment, there's no excuses for every single club. Like even with United, when we say maybe Ten Hag first season, we let him off kind of thing, innit? Or first window, you let him off. After this, you better be well planned.
Yeah, it's true. I hear that. Let me get through a few of the comments as well, because guys, don't worry, we're not leaving you hanging. I see all them popping in. Chelsea OG says we'll be back. Chelsea have always been at their best with a target man. Tuchel is overrated as a manager. Sorry, but he is. Mourinho ball with Chelsea. They're absolutely SH, even like Tottenham. It's SH again, but wins Champions League and trophies. Chelsea are just poor. Bailey says no more excuses. Bailey, City, just too good. We need to focus on the Champions League now, mate. Don't get me wrong. We'll still be second. It seems to be a mixture. Obviously, big up Coffee here as well. Chelsea have a new team and that takes time to gel. I don't understand Tuchel going publicly nuclear about how the team ain't meshing yet. This is what I was going to say. Do you feel, like even Tuchel starting to feel the pressure now? Because I just feel like when managers get like this, press conferences, we don't know what's actually going on behind the scene. He said they were easy to get out of fought. There's no guts in them. They're outplayed easily. Like, they're out, no plan. Like, he was literally going in after the Southampton defeat. If that's me, and I'm a player, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think if the results don't pick up, they're on a little collision course. Do you think, Cass, or do you think Tuchel gets the whole season?
No, I think he gets the whole season regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We all think of Roman Abramovich's reign. Sacking managers getting a new one in. I'm pretty sure he gets till the end of the season.
Yeah, okay. What would be your expectations? If we look at Chelsea, obviously the Fofana, Cucurella, Aubameyang coming in, Zakaria, I'm trying to think who else they bought. I can't even think of Koulibaly. If you're a Chelsea fan, what's a realistic, what should be Tuchel's minimum expectations?
Top 3.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's definitely fair.
They still got a good enough squad on paper to be doing damage.
Yeah, you're spitting facts. I think top 3. What would you say? Would you say in the Champions League you expect them quarters? Would you say? Or would you
I think they'll do well. I still think they'll do well in the Champions League.
Yeah,
got them sort of players that will do well there. So I think they'll go decently far.
Yeah, fair. Someone says, don't we want managers to be honest though? He was being honest. That
Bournemouth didn't.
Yeah. One-liners, man. Loved that. Top 4 on a trophy. Man says 3rd for them. I think it's going to be interesting. Do you think Tuchel gets the whole season, Daps?
Yeah. You know what? I feel like for him to not get whole season, they'd have to have you know what? Not any manager can get it, innit? Yeah. You go 6-7 games managing a team like City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool without winning one of them. Anyone can get it. Yeah, anyone can get it. And so, with the amount they've spent, look, you got to remember this owner. Like when men are rich and powerful, you get them in a bad mood, they could do anything in it. So their owner could be cool with Tuchel, but if he's taken 7 L's on a bounce, right, and he's feeling a bit humiliated, he could just be like, yeah, fuck it, you're out. Like, I don't think when some people say he'll already have managers in his head that he's thinking of, I don't think it is like that. But we don't know, because the whole thing is, I started off asking, are these Tuchel signings? If they're Tuchel signings, then it would look like they're going to give him time. If they're not, then he could go. He could go. They'll be like, I'll bring in a manager that can work with these players. And if you can't, because you have to remember, football club owners are powerful men used to getting their own way. So
that's it. And that's the thing. This is what worries me for Chelsea. And I'm not trying to throw Tuchel under and say, he is going to get sacked. But if you're wanting Sangari, you're wanting Alvarez, you potentially wanted De Jong, and then you're getting Zakaria, because basically it's the last day and it's like, who's available? I just don't know if it's fully going to work. Big up Coffee says, great conversation. Good people in the chat. Pleasure to be in your company. Love that, man. Thank you so much for watching. Like Coffee says, man, real conversations. And your support as well is the major thing, man. So keep supporting the channel. Make sure you're liking the video. Subscribe to Statman Bains as well. It's down in the description, man. So show him love. Boy, other transfers. We touched on Chelsea, Liverpool. We're going to do another 10, 11 minutes. Now we can just talk about anything across Europe. I'm not even going to lie. Has anyone got a transfer they just want to, we all could pick one each and we just talk about it for 10 minutes? Why not, man?
Bellerin.
Hey, man, bandana Bellerin, you know.
At last he's back. Barca, yeah? Is it Barca?
Yeah.
At last he's back there.
Why have you got rid of Dest to then just get in Bellerin, who are basically the same player?
I can't lie. Barcelona messed up in that fullback area, though. That's an area they should have got some quality in the summer, innit? Like even last season when I watched them, I'm like, they're probably weak out wide kind of thing from the fullback area, and they ain't got it. Like, let's be honest, Bellerin, he can be decent in Spain, but let's be honest, he's nothing special. I swear there was reports that Jordi Alba still might go into. I don't know what's happening with that.
Jordi Alba hasn't been starting. And I thought, I didn't even clock it.
Man's like 34 years old, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Xavi's just basically said, like, yo.
Well, oh man, now they got Alonso.
Yeah, they've been playing some
Yeah,
bouncy
but,
guy as well.
yeah, but they needed a fullback kind of thing, innit? Like, let's be
Hold
honest,
on,
Alonso,
what do
he'll
you
probably
deep
do
it?
fine.
Hold on.
Nothing
When
special.
you deep it, yeah, now the transfer window, we could do a whole show on deep in Barcelona, right? And this transfer
it's
window,
mad.
right? And
No, but
how-
they have had a good window, though. They got everyone registered.
But you know what? The thing is, yeah, like, I feel like this window was Barcelona's, like, it's their chance, or what they're trying to do, yeah, is ultimately, Simon Jordan spoke for once on TalkSport, something really true, where he was saying that basically Italy and Spain, yeah, have let the Premier League get so far ahead of them. Yes, we pay more money in wages and salaries, but that means that our product is worth so much more. So they're trying to drag us down to their level, right? And say, oh no, we should reduce wages, we should pay less. And Simon Jordan was saying, no, in any business, you should be trying to excel to be the best. So you lot should be trying to play catch up. So Barcelona have taken a risk and they've gone and separated their business up and sold it off, right? Which is a risk, because that could fuck them up forever. But at the same time, if it works out and they spend that money wisely, it could excel them and put them back up alongside the Premier League, where they're able to ask for more in football rights and whatever else. But when you think about it, if that's what they're trying to do, have they really assembled a team of world beaters?
I think it's only the fullback area. Otherwise, that's a very
They're not winning no league. Yeah, it's true. Actually, I'm deep in it. You know, now they got a decent keeper.
Lewandowski's how old?
32 to 34.
But he's still performing to a very, very high level. He's still one of the best strikers in the world.
Got Dembele. Who else is the other winger?
They got Rafinha.
Rafinha. They still got Pedri, Gavi, all them man.
Like I said, is this a team of world beaters?
No, but see that point about, for example, there was 33, 34. They also got Pedri, Gavi, Ansu Fati.
True.
All like quality youngsters coming through.
Yeah, true. But would you like to have, like, the one place you need legs is your fullbacks, and you've got Bellerin and Alonso?
Yeah, that's what I said. The fullback area is the only area where I'm like, yeah, they should have strengthened a bit more in it. But the rest of the team, they've been midfield. Quality.
But if you think about it, this is what I meant about deep in their transfer window. Their transfer has been a window of smoke screens, right? That everything has been about them making out they're doing this and them making out they're doing that. And it's like, they haven't really.
Well, the best thing about their window is that they get the wage bill down big time.
Yeah. But like De Jong didn't go. And apparently that did... Actually, they did. My guy dropped his wage massively, didn't he?
Yeah, PK did as well. Dropped his.
The other guy, the one up top.
Braithwaite.
Dembele.
Sorry,
he dropped his wage massively, didn't he? But yeah, I just feel like there was a lot of talk around Barcelona doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And if you actually deep what they did, they really haven't done that much. They haven't, like, to the point where would any of our clubs fear playing them? Sorry, guys. I'm just realising I'm doing a show with United fans. I was going to say in the Champions League, but
I didn't know. But no. But wait. You're not wrong there. They got Inter Milan and they've got Bayern Munich in the thing. They could go into Europa. I'm not actually scared of playing Barcelona either.
No, I disagree with you. Like, you know,
who do you lot think goes through in that group?
Bayern.
I think Inter Milan and Bayern.
I'm going to go Barca Bayern. You know,
definitely Bayern, and then it's Barcelona.
Inter Milan's got Lukaku back and
Martinez. Inter in the Champions League are just weird cast, you know. They've never been.
Oh man, but Barella still runs that midfield, bro.
Oh, that goal they scored over there.
Yeah, that was cold. That goal was bad. By the way, sorry to interrupt you. Like, all right, step correct. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you to step correct, basically. So don't be giving out sort of like rude comments and arguing with man in the comments. I get it. You can have your little disagreement and that, but don't be like doing up rude comments in it. So step correct yourself as well, man.
Hey, you don't think Koundé is a good signing? I think Koundé is.
You know what? Sorry, Daps, had to do that. But
carry on.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, you man, if you look at Barcelona's transfer window, this is what I'm gonna say to you, Bains. Yeah, and this is where I can kind of see where Daps is coming from. They've had a big window, yeah, and they're probably not gonna have a window like this again next year because everyone will be watching them. FFP. Barcelona are not having this window to say, oh, I want to finish second or third. They're having a window to say, Real Madrid, we want to win that league. So Bains, can Real Madrid win? Can Barcelona win the league with that window?
Yeah,
no chance. No chance.
Why not?
No
level
chance,
guarantees minimum 30 goals. Yeah, Rafinha is a quality signing. They kept Dembele. That's one of the best front threes in world football, hands down in my eyes. And they got people like Antony still on the bench and stuff. Midfield,
man.
Pedri, Gavi, Busquets, De Jong, quality. Kessie
But
as
how
well
were they
now.
quality last year?
No, but you're adding Kessie now. A bit more physicality into it. Pedri, Gavi, another year older. They're developing still. They're very, very young.
I
sorry,
hear you,
man.
but I don't know. You have to remember as well. Yeah, Xavi. How long has Xavi been there now?
I think it's
January,
his
December
second
time?
full season.
Yeah. So this is yeah. So I hear you, but I'll be 100. I can't see them. What my point kind of was that this was supposed to be them getting them back to being that Barcelona, right?
Hey, Lewo's got 4 goals. It ain't Bundesliga tax for Lewo. 4 goals in 3 games.
I'm sorry, but Ben, this is Benzema's league, bro. This is his league. While he's around, he's the best top. He's the top man, bro.
We know Real and all that though.
No. But to be fair on them, I think
now.
their midfield is ridiculous now. Yeah, like even with now they've got Tchouameni and they got obviously Camavinga who's coming into his fruits as well, and then they still got Modric.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Vinicius is looking.
You know what? Do you know why I asked this?
But listen, Real also one Benzema / Vinicius injury away from that side not looking good.
That back line.
You two go.
Sorry, but Real Madrid's back line is phenomenally better than Barcelona's, and the goalkeeper. I rate Courtois more. Like they got Rudiger and they got Militao. That's a good combo, and their fullbacks are 100% better than their fullbacks.
Real should still win.
Run a poll who wins the Liga quickly.
No, Real should still win, but Barca will compete with them.
Yeah, no, they will compete, but they're not. You said they're winning the league, bro.
No, I didn't say that. I said they can.
They can. They can't. Sorry.
They can.
Do you know why?
If Benzema gets injured, yeah, I swear to God that Real team's not good.
Do you know how
much?
But
he don't get injured though. He don't get injured though.
If it happens, if Vinicius gets out,
what if Lewandowski gets injured then?
They can still replace the goals.
That's their issue. That's their issue. If Lewandowski gets injured, I agree. But Babes, you know why I asked Daps and Casca? I had spoke to him about it. I can't. There's receipts. People probably know in the comments. I actually said on Grizzly's show, I think Barcelona win the league. And then after they drew the first game, I was like, oh, but Daps, I got a feeling that if Real Madrid, do you know what the problem is for Real Madrid? Barcelona's is Lewandowski. If Benzema or Vinicius get injured, what are Real Madrid doing? They've got lucky the last year that they got no injuries last year. I was actually thinking about it. If Benzema gets injured, they've got no striker because Jovic is gone. And if Vinicius gets injured, they've only got what? Rodrigo and Lucas Vasquez. I can't
talk on Rodrigo, bro. We did a problem against us.
Yeah, I know. I hear that. But that's true. But do you know what I'm saying? I'm actually looking at both their attacks. I'm thinking if Benzema gets injured, if Lewandowski does, I feel like who've Real Madrid got to come in?
I'll be honest, looking at both of them, I just think both of them, when we're listing their players, the age of both of their teams, man, is just so like
mixed.
It's mixed. It's mad, isn't it?
It's bare young or bare old.
It's mixed. You're right.
Yeah,
quality, bro. But all of the quality is old. Yeah, all the actual like experience is old. And when I say old, I'm not meaning like 29, 30. I'm meaning you're talking 33, 34 and whatever. Like they and it just tells you how much business Real Madrid and Barcelona are going to keep having to do for the next couple of like.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep spending to keep up with the Premier League teams. That's true.
When you look at even like we talk on Chelsea, I'll be honest, Chelsea's squad's not aging like either of them. I mean, someone could pull it up and maybe I'm wrong, but looking at it, when I think about the experienced players and the good players, like you've got these players that apparently are going to be amazing, in both teams, but we haven't seen it yet, have we? Like Modric, you've seen it. You know what Modric is about.
Yeah, it's an interesting year for Barca. It is. It's kind of like watching with an open book. That's why I think the Champions League group, I'm kind of glad that we have got them in like a group of death because we'll see what they're really about early on.
Barcelona's still got to gel as a team, bro.
Yeah.
Real Madrid don't.
It's true. It's going to be mad. Guys, make sure, I'm not going to lie, the number has not moved from 75. The retention has been mad. So, guys, please make sure you keep liking the video, subscribe. And I've not seen that dip below 75, 70 for the whole show. So, you guys that are sticking with us, I massively appreciate it. We're going to do another 5-6 minutes because, obviously, I'm not going to lie, me, Cass, and Bains, I've got business to do.
I'm getting nervous, bro.
Yeah, you get me? Like,
dominate, bro.
I can hear my missus cooking my steak downstairs. Like, it's one of them nights, man. But that's what did you say, sorry?
I'm not nervous at all.
No, you're right, bro. You got Haaland breaking records. So, yeah, man. Guys, do you know what? Let's touch on let me quickly just quickly, because I see a couple of comments. Premier League preview tomorrow. Or is there one tomorrow?
Yeah.
We got a Man United Arsenal thing happening tomorrow.
There you
and
go.
then the preview is actually on Saturday.
And then there will be a fan phone in at round about 10:30.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect, guys.
Yeah.
So Premier League preview of the Man United game with Arsenal and then a fan phone in tomorrow. Just make sure I start that so I didn't forget.
Yeah.
The big up, guys. We're going to do 5 minutes. Let's talk in the random ones. Look who's
City
back.
signing.
City,
Wait.
Kanji.
You know one thing I need to talk about?
Oh, what?
Hey, Cass, Brandon Williams over Dalot.
Did you go through last night?
I heard that,
No. I didn't say over Dalot. I said there's not really much difference in Dalot and Brandon Williams.
Nah,
Like
Cass,
when you
we're
really
not
deep.
doing that.
No. I've never rated Dalot, bro. Even right now, he's having a couple good games. Yeah. Last year, no one was saying that, fam. Just because he's had a couple decent games now, I don't mean he's automatically
No, but
great.
Brandon Williams.
No, but I'm saying deep it. All right, separate. Yeah, deep it. Yeah. What's the really difference between Dalot and Williams? Think about it.
Dalot's so much technically better than him.
And then I can say that Williams is way more aggressive than Dalot.
Okay, but then Dalot progressive passing massive for the side. Defensively, he's
That's
better.
off Trump.
No, bro, there's not really much difference. They're both average footballers. That's the difference. There's no
but
difference. I mean, they're
comparing
still
Brandon
average.
Williams to Dalot, that's crazy.
There's
Brandon
not much
Williams is
difference,
crap.
bro. But that's how, bro. They're just bang average
No,
ballers.
don't get
I'd
me wrong,
rather-
this is a mid-off kind of thing, isn't it? But
It's a mid-off.
Dalot is still better
It's a
kind
mid-off.
of thing.
No, but it's a mid-off, bro. Like, but I was saying I'd rather Williams be the backup than Wan-Bissaka all day long.
I love
I
it,
want
man.
them both gone, so I don't really care.
This reminds me of Bains and Biz. I can't, like, I just sit here and see Biz and Cass, these two going back here. But now, hey, do you know what? Agree with Cass, you can upgrade. I think that's the bottom line of it. Do you know what? I was just going to come in and just say, you, man, we just need to get another right back next year.
Yeah,
and
we
then
need
we'll
another
be
right
all
back,
happy.
innit?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's
I
having
think
a Brandon
Molassi's
Williams.
looking good so far, though. I think
Say
Molassi's
again?
looking good so far.
Yeah, I
think
know what? I
Molassi's
really
looking
like
good
him.
so far.
And you're
Bargain
right,
of the window.
man. He's
Yeah, I
been
think
really good, actually. Really,
But yeah,
really good.
on City's signing.
Yeah,
But-
Kanji. So, by the way, what are you shocked by this? Can we?
Yeah,
I
I
know
am.
it.
I am.
That
I am.
that tells me Esbrand is going on loan or something like that, maybe. Or I don't know.
No.
You know what?
Aki
Apparently,
left
that Sam
Aki
said to me
left it then.
today that Laporte's injury, I think, is worse than what they're
Yeah.
saying.
Hold on, because
Yeah.
Akanji's not a left back.
No. I thought they would just use Aki as a backup left back instead. No.
Nah,
That's
do you know
what
what
I
I think
thought.
it is?
And then Akanji would
No,
come
I
instead
think
of
it's
that.
because Laporte's injury is worse than they think.
Yeah, it is
I think-
apparently.
I think you can't rely on Stones, and obviously with Ake getting injured as well, it's like, I mean, Ake will be back soon, but yeah, it did surprise me. I'm not gonna lie, it did surprise me. I kind of feel a little bit for Mbete because it kind of tells me with him getting a new contract in the summer, I thought maybe Pep might have a bit of faith in him. By the looks of it, the fact that they've gone out and bought another centre back tells me he hasn't. But it's mad. Do you know that's our third signing this transfer window that's played for Bayern Munich?
Ooh,
Gomez
okay,
as
so
well.
Pep might have remembered some of them as youths, you know.
I don't know, because remember that Gomez that we've got from...
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
been on loan
yeah.
at
Did he
Dortmund
get
as
some
well.
minutes last night as well?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he?
But yeah, it was an interesting one. The guy looks quite physical, looks quite big. I don't know too much about him.
Okay.
Apparently he's mad, like a genius or something. But
Yeah,
some
I bet,
sort of-
I bet he's
Wait, no, it's crazy, you know, how good he is. Like, you know those like random Akanji, you know those random numbers where it's like 28 times 17?
Oh yeah. You know,
Oh,
can do
his
it.
math
was
is
saying-
nuts.
I'm saying he might be coming in to help cook the books and that. Going down with a billy in the bank.
No, apparently he is really clever though.
Hey,
And
someone
even-
said,
you know
yeah.
what? Even Lavia, by the way, he's been sick. I did not know how good this player was until he went to Southampton from City. City, I'm telling you now, there is no way City let this guy go to another Premier League club. No flipping way.
give me a number.
Who, Lavia?
Yeah,
What's his
that's
buyback?
cold.
His buyback's 40 million. It explains
Yeah,
why it's 40 million.
2 years time, you're getting him. 2 years time, no
Yeah.
way you're letting
It's-
him.
I don't know.
kind of
I don't
one of the
know.
ones
He looks
where-
all right now, but he might not need it.
Cat.
The thing is,
He's
the City
18, you
fan
know.
base have been screaming his name for the longest. Like, he's the guy that everyone thought could be that Fernandinho replacement.
Yeah,
And-
and I see
and I
Fernandinho tweeted him, by the way, Daps after the game.
Did he?
Yeah.
But I just feel like what it is, is I think that's why City let him go to Southampton, because I think no Premier League club was like, no, they didn't want him to send him to the Championship on loan, right? So it's like, right, cool, we need to give him Premier League experience, but no one's just going to have him on loan and be like, no, we're not going to give him the experience. We want him. We'll give him that game time. But yeah,
I don't think you
it's the way for me. He's come in and he's looking like one of Southampton's best players already.
Facts,
That-
100%.
Yeah, he looks good in that. He looks good. That goal against Chelsea was sick. I don't think you're getting back though, man. You got Phillips and Rodri
No,
in that
it's-
position, still young.
Do you know what it
I
is?
think
It
that's.
makes
I think
sense that
we said
40
the same thing
million
about Douglas. We said the same thing
Yeah,
about Douglas
yeah,
Luiz,
true.
bruv. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I think the fact it's 40 million is Southampton must have had the belief that cool, but he's worth a lot of money.
And you know that Southampton, I think, got 2 more of your youngsters yesterday.
Yeah, they got
People
they got the keeper. Obviously, they've had already, and I believe I don't know if they've got him, but they're in for another one of our youngers the other day. I saw, but
Bazunu's sick, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you know what it is,
yeah. Even Bazunu they got.
Southampton's academy. I think Southampton have a good academy, and the fact that they're grabbing a few academy players from City is quite interesting. But
yeah, it is. Well, by the way, on Akanji, before I know we will wrap up in a few minutes, McCarthy's spoken to him today, said he showed massive potential, played well for Switzerland. Perhaps Pep thinks he can ignite obviously that, and then they could potentially sell him for profit. I think he's still a good age anyway. Did you see him playing quite a few cup games, Daps, and coming in?
Yeah, definitely. He'll definitely play cup games 100%, especially with the way, I don't know if I've been looking at the fixture list with the fixtures we've all got coming up now. Like it's back to back to back to back to back. Interesting one. Did Switzerland qualify?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he starts for them all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because if they didn't, anyone that's been signing players that play for nations that haven't got the World Cup are being very shrewd and very clever.
Yeah. No injuries, come back fresh. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And listen, on last night, man, last night was just...
Alvarez, do you want to quickly have one quick say on Alvarez, by the way? Carlos Tevez.
Alvarez, bro. Alvarez. What, is in City Alvarez?
Yeah.
Bro, he's exactly what we expected him to be. He's like a kind of...
He's a Tevez.
He's like Carlos Tevez, man. It's funny because...
Proper.
We have to rate City's window, bro, so highly. You know?
And we could have got this guy as well. That's what pisses me off.
Bro, 14 million, yeah? And he is so much like... When I saw him and Haaland was starting, because it was the first time in domestic game that started, everyone's like, oh, they're going to score. I thought, it'll probably be a 1-0 now or something, yeah? But it was. And it's funny that when Haaland went off, Alvarez slightly changed the way he was playing, obviously. But I'm telling you, yeah, from being there and watching Haaland in the flesh, I've never seen, it won't get spoke about enough. Firstly, yesterday, he was getting back and putting a shift in. He was getting back and winning the ball quite deep. There's one point where he actually won the ball in Nottingham in our half, passed the ball out wide, and next minute was in the box to receive it. It was kind of Rooney vibes. You know how Rooney would do that kind of, yeah?
Yeah. But you know what? And I think the thing is as well with Alvarez, you can already see he's going to be like a fan favourite.
Yeah.
He's a youngster as well, bro. That's
it's one of them, innit? Like everyone wanted him to score yesterday.
Argentinians already. Yeah. Instead of obviously the City chant is Sergio. It's now Alvarez. Just change it up. It's like he's the new one. But honestly, Haaland, man, I can't. He's going to keep impressing me more and more.
He's doing that, and me and you even had combos saying, "Oh, we might take a year to adjust." We openly said it, bro. He's not.
Do you want to know what's mad? Yeah. So, City have spent. I think, is it 143 million worth of players? No, 125 million worth of players. Guess how much they've sold?
Gone.
About 145.
So
they sold Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko, one of their youngster right backs, that Pedro guy.
We said we sold quite a few youngers.
The centre back that also went to Gladbach as well, and then they sold obviously a few other guys as well, like the one that went to Bazunu and all them, man. Yeah,
your mic's doing a madness today.
Yeah, it's doing a madness.
Yeah, my connect. Even Terry was saying it as well. I don't understand it. I think it's just connection, man.
It's what it is.
But yeah, man, it's mad.
We've had a good window, man. The final thing I'll say on City's window is we kept Bernardo Silva, and that is massive as
big one. Do you know what? That is a big win. Even yesterday, and I think even the game against Newcastle making a difference as well. It's been a mad day as well. It's going to be a mad season in the Premier League, guys. We're going to wrap it up now because you know the big game's kicking off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a bit nervous. I don't know why I'm twitching my fingers. I've got my missus saying dinner's ready and all that, and I don't even want to eat now before the game. But guys, before you go, please make sure you like this video. Me, Daps, Statman, all in the cut. Make sure you're subscribing. Like I said, tomorrow, Man United Arsenal preview, fan call-in show as well, and even Saturday lunchtime. I think I might even be at Daps on the lunchtime, maybe doing a preview show for the Premier League as well. So guys, just make sure you're supporting the channel. And last but not least, please support Statman Bains. His channel is down below, right there, blue link. Subscribe to that. Support him on the way to 6K. And Statman, just before I wrap it up, have you got any shows you want to plug at all?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
show Saeed earlier today.
There we go. So yeah, man, Saeed earlier. Big up Saeed every single time. Hopefully United get the 3 points. We are out.